Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the J Lounge. Of course, you guys know I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson, bringing you guys another great episode of the J Lounge. Of course, all y'all know out there, the J Lounge is a celebrity-based entertainment, artistic podcast show where, of course, we talk with amazing guests about various topics and discussions. Of course, you guys know I always bring another great guest for you guys to interview with me. So everyone, give a warm welcome to Mr. Demetrius Witherspoon. He is the writer and director of the award-winning sci-fi Submerge franchise, and of course, he is here to speak with us today. So give a warm welcome. Hi, Demetrius.
Hello, hello. How's everybody out there?
We're doing good. How are you?
I'm on top of the world today because I get to be on the show, and this is a great privilege for me.
Oh, it's a great day. It's an honor for me and for us to be able to talk with you. I know my audience will, of course, will be super excited to hear your story and hear more about you, Mr. Demetrius. But I'm gonna go ahead and fire the first question at you. What began this intensity passion for directing?
Well, it goes back to my childhood. We grew up in a small town, Bardstown, Kentucky, and we would go to the movies a lot. We have $2 cinema day, which there was only two screens at the time back in the day. And so on Tuesdays we would go. There's five in the family, and so we would go see movies. But I grew up on movies. Classic movies, westerns, after Hitchcock movies, and also sci-fi. So that led into Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, Farscape, and all those different genres, Indiana Jones. And so that always inspired me to write, but also want to make films.
I love it. And actually, I'm a sci-fi fan myself, and I actually really appreciate the fact you said Battlestar Galactica, because don't get me wrong, I am a huge Star Wars fan, of course, who's not? But I also felt like Battlestar Galactica was a little bit underrated because I feel like it got a little bit overshadowed by Star Wars. I'm not sure if you feel the same way, but I know that I definitely love watching those types of films as well. So definitely can relate with you there.
Yeah. And it was such an honor to, as I've been doing Comic Cons and things like that, being a guest at Comic Cons. Before Richard Hatch had passed away, the original Apollo on Battlestar Galactica, he came over to my booth and he asked me to go out to dinner with him and the whole crew, the whole cast from the original 1978 Battlestar Galactica, and it was just a hoot to be able to hang out with those guys and learn so much. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, what a dream. I would have died. I would have asked all of the questions. I'm sorry. I would have pulled out the paper. Hi, guys. So I just got a couple of questions here. Just going to go down the list.
Yeah. It took everything I had not to just geek out.
Right? So, and to go to any of the Comic Con, that's one of my biggest dreams. I want to go to the one in, is it San Diego or San Francisco? The major.
You're right.
Yeah, I want to go there. That has been my biggest dream. I want to take my older brother there, and I just want to go there because I feel like that'd be a great bonding experience. So, and I just never been, and every time I've seen it on, of course, videos and media, it just looks so much fun, just so much fun. So
yeah, it's a blast to be able to be at those different events. And I haven't been to that one exactly, but there's other ones around the United States that I've been to, and different events. So not only just film festivals, but Comic Cons, like I said, that me and my cast have been guests at. So signing autographs and meeting so many people.
How amazing. How amazing. My dream one day. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm manifesting hard. That's gonna
We
happen.
can do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, going on to the number 2 question, Demetrius. As a director, what stories do you like to bring to the forefront?
Stories with heart, and that where people come up against defying odds that they have to overcome, not only physically but mentally dealing with, and but they come out stronger on the other side. So um, I grew up with so many different genres of films that had that, and that always inspired me, especially ones with strong female characters in it. You know, Terminator with Linda Hamilton in it, and Sigourney Weaver, and so with Aliens. So those kind of stories always caught my interest, and so some of that I have in my films.
Love it, love it. And I love those female characters as well in those types of films. The ones who can survivors, the fighters. I love that type of ones with heart. I love that type of films too. So I can definitely agree with you there. Going on to the number 3 question, in your own words, what's the best piece of work you've done so far, and why?
Well, you know, as creators, we're always trying to go to the next level and do the next thing. So never stop learning on that sense. But right now, I would say my 4th film in the series of Submerge, which is Submerge Echo 51, which is won many awards around the world, and we've even had distribution in Japan, small distribution in Japan with it, and it's on Amazon Prime and Roku. It you know, for me as an independent filmmaker, so writing it, directing it, and we had so many people in the crew and the cast. So we had close to 50 something people on set. We built sets inside of studios. We had 2 film crews going at the same time. So for me, this was my George Lucas moment, part of my career so far, of being able to do that and having aliens painted and dealing with makeup and things like that. It was very I learned a lot, and but it was very enjoyable to be able to work with so many talented crew members and production crews.
Oh, that's awesome. That is amazing. That really is. I absolutely love that. I do. Um, Going on to the number 4 question, name 3 people who influenced your career.
I would say most definitely, first off, is George Lucas. We grew up with Star Wars, and I can remember the very first time Star Wars was put on a beta tape, not VHS, but beta. You know, we ran over to watch it over at a neighbor's house, Empire Strikes Back, and so so George Lucas, and then also have Steven Spielberg, and also J.J. Abrams.
Good choices. Very, very, very good choices. Of course, George Lucas. Without him, of course, we wouldn't have the defying Star Wars. He really did shape a whole this era with that. So and J.J. Abrams, I like his work. I'm becoming a huge fan of his work. So I feel like he's really taking the banner over. So, and it just makes me excited. So I always get excited to see what type of film he's going to do next. So
yeah.
so glad we have our same Same directors, like the same directors on that. That's awesome.
Yeah, and you know, Steven Spielberg, he's you know, he dips into the sci-fi, but you know, but also all other kind of genres, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
Schindler's List and just you know, Jurassic Park, all those different things. They're very inspiring to me. So I'm always looking as a director that's continuously learning. How can I do these things on my level as an independent filmmaker? You know, and so
Right.
that's put me in situations where I've been able to connect with people that worked on Jurassic Park. They live here in Indiana, and to have different makeup artists that have worked on different Hollywood sets. So
Oh, how
you
fun.
know,
Oh, that's awesome.
mhm.
Oh, I love all of that. I do. So I cannot wait to see what you continue to do as an independent filmmaker. So that's gonna be really exciting. Speaking
Yeah.
on that, which brings me to my next question: where can my audience, the J Lounge audience, of course, follow you and your work?
You can go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and find us at Submerge Universe. And also, you can go to our website, dventertainmentpictures.com. That's D like in David, V like
Mhm.
in Victor, entertainment pictures with an S.com. And you'll be able to see all four of our films. We have a fifth film coming out, and we have a streaming service, actually, Submerge Universe VHX TV, where you'll be able to see all the movies and our new animated pilot um, that is winning awards over in India.
Ah, that's awesome. I highly, highly encourage my audience follow Mr. Demetrius Witherspoon on all social media. Give him his support. We definitely want to see what he continues to do as a filmmaker, as a director. So make sure you guys give him love, support, and definitely follow him on all social media platforms. Going on to the number 6 question: what future projects are you involved with that you can just give a little dish about to the J Lounge audience?
Well, we, I say we, it's me. uh, it's we.
You're
We
good.
are working on a lot, really. Right now, I'm in process of having a animated series
Ooh.
done, which we're shooting for 2022 in the fall to have that out. It's the figure, the animated series. He is one of our fan favorites in the Submerged Universe franchise. And so all the time when I'm doing panels and speaking engagements at sci-fi conventions, people kind of tune in to that character, even though he don't have a whole lot to say, and they're just like they want to know more. So we have a comic book. I'm writing a comic book for him, but also right now we are. Uh, I have animators from Istanbul, Turkey, starting to work on this animated series, and then also I have a another series, Submerged Galaxy of Subversion, which is been written. We're doing a final pass with that. It has been slowed down just a little bit because our lead actress had she just died in a car wreck back in May, and so we're kind of doing a little rewrite right now. But most definitely, the animated series is what we're have coming up next.
Oh my goodness, my condolences on that for sure. But it is exciting to know that you will be, doing anime and writing a comic book. I definitely, um, especially in anime, I get excited when we get, I'm going to say it, when we get black creators, more black creators in animation. Um,
Mhm.
I get excited
Yeah.
because there's a little far in view. So when I hear more of that, I just get super excited. So make sure you definitely on the animation and of course on the comic book, you keep me up to date because I want to know because I am
Yeah,
excited about that. I think that's great.
yeah, and he's one of our black characters that um, he he's been in the films, but he's only debuted once in one of the comics that we have out now, which is the Light comic, which is on Comixology and our website right now. But his whole backstory and what his people are like and the struggles that he's had to go through to where we see him now, that is what we're bringing to everyone through the comics and the animated series.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I think it's going to be great. I cannot wait to learn more, and I cannot wait to see it be at the forefront. So make sure you keep us posted here at the J Lounge for sure. What are some of your going on to the number 7 question? What are some of your passions outside of directing?
Well, I am a fan of all arts. So I originally started with uh, being an artist growing up, drawing and things like that, and then singing. I was a R&B pop singer,
Oh
and
wow.
then that moved me on to being a director in film because I wanted some music videos done, and so I borrowed some money from my brother, and we shot these 3 music videos. And I was like, you know what? This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. It fit like a glove, and um, all those different facets of things. I'm I'm uh, drawn to outside of directing, but I love creating. We have a toy company right now that's part of the Submerge franchise, and so right now I'm enjoying getting toys created for our toy line um, for Submerge Universe.
Oh my gosh, a toy line? Yes, that is what I'm talking about. Dominate the toy industry as well.
Yeah, action figures, and we got limited edition custom pops and all different things like that.
Ooh, those are gonna be a big seller. Those are gonna be a big seller. You know, people go crazy over action figures and all that kind of stuff like that. So,
Right?
oh
Yeah,
my gosh, that's
kind of
going to be.
how we grew up, with action
It is.
figures, um,
Ah.
and what um, with the action figures and things. I've been watching on Netflix. I can't even think of the name of the show, but uh, it talked about different toys like He-Man and all those different things, but how they came about, even the Teenage Ninja Turtles. But to help sell those things, that's when they started to do the comic books and the animated series. So it all worked together. And so, I kind of use some of that as I create my transmedia marketing of using, not you have the films there, but then with the the novels, we even have a card game that's based off of one of the movies that people can get into, and then the action figures. So all of these things bring everybody back to the movies, and so in some kind of way with the super story, people are able to engage and get submerged with these new stories.
Oh wow. Oh wow. I'm submerged. Oh, I cannot wait to check this out. Okay. So you got me hooked. So I am completely totally hooked. I cannot wait to learn and see more there, Mr. Witherspoon. I'm excited. I am excited. All right. So I just got 3 more questions for you. Just going on to the number 8. What goals do you hope to accomplish in your directing career?
Well, a lot of people ask me if I'm gonna always do sci-fi. Well, I grew up on all different kinds of movies, musicals and westerns and dramas and things like that. So, but what I envision, I have other stories that I would like to bring to light. You know, I have a sci-fi drama that I've been working on for the last 5 years, and getting that all worked out. So that's one of the movies I want to do, and then also I do know where Submerge ends. I know what movie and where the journey ends, and so that's something that I want to be able to complete. And you know, just there's only so many movies you can make in your lifetime, you know, and so um, I I know where I want to end the movie, the series, should I say, and then all the other little facets that go along with that. You know, I want to be able to see grow. You know, with the toy line, on more novels, more comic books, and even get to the video game side of it.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you're. So what you're saying is you're coming for it all.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right
go
here.
for it all.
Just to break it down, Mr. Witherspoon, you're just people saying you're just coming for world domination.
Yeah,
That's all I heard.
yeah. I mean, with the internet and the networking, I tell my kids all the time that if I had the internet like you do now, I would be a millionaire because everything's at our fingertips. And to be able to network with people over in Istanbul or the Philippines or Venezuela, Brazil, and be able to work with so many talented people worldwide, there's nothing that you can't do now. And so you just got to put an effort uh, to do it, but it can be done. And so that's what I try to pass on to ones. These things can be done. I'm not the smartest man in the world. I my spelling is the worst. That's why I have somebody look over all of that. But my thing is if you have the will to do it, go do it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
I'm saying I am all 100% supportive of the world domination. So I'm all for it. I think you should dominate, like I said, all areas, games, toys, uh, just whatever market you can get into, just have it all.
Yeah.
I just, yes, I am 100% here for it. So, um,
Awesome.
yeah. All right. So just got two more questions for you going on to the number 9. If you could work with any actor for any film that you would like, who would you choose?
Um, I like to work with Denzel Washington sometime. Um, I I love what he brings to his characters, and you know, when I first got into this business, when somebody would say, "Hey, I'm working with such and such," it just seemed impossible. But the more and more got into things, it's about who you know, and it's not impossible to be able to get somebody that you really want to work with. So I would say, he's on my list, and and there's others. Yeah.
No, Denzel Washington is a great choice. He is, probably one of the most decorated, actors of his generation. I mean, there really isn't that much he cannot do. I mean, he commands such a he's he commands such a presence on screen. It's just like you cannot ignore him. Like if he's on screen, that's the person. That's the first thing my eyes is going to. Oh, there's Denzel. He's about to blow me away with amazing performance. It's just I've never generally seen a bad performance from Denzel. I don't think it's even in his DNA to be able to produce a bad performance. So
No, no.
yeah, no, I've never seen it. And if anyone's seen one, please let me know because I would love to see it. But I have not seen it, and I've seen almost every single piece of his work. So
Right, right. Yeah, he always brings his A game, and there might be other things going on around him, but he's bringing his A game. So,
always,
um, yes. So
always.
that would be one, and then the other for me would be Sylvester Stallone, actually.
Ooh,
And
interesting
he,
choice.
he yeah, I grew up with Rambo and all of that, and I follow him on Instagram, and I'm just like, this dude is still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Just an inspiration all around, especially as a writer, director. Not to give up, but to keep on pushing. Um, yeah, so he's
Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. That's a very interesting choice, though. So Sylvester Stallone. So, but still, it's a good choice, though. All right, going on to the last question, Mr. Witherspoon. Last question for you. What's been some of the most rewarding moments of your career?
I would say the people that I've been able to um, work with, but also um, the people that I've been able to that's gave me feedback on my work, and been able to touch in ways I can never imagine. Sometimes you write things, you do have something. I mean, for me, I do have some things I want to say in my directing, but there has been times where it's affected different people in a way that I would never imagine.
Mm-hmm.
The level of a mother and daughter relationship, and how that. One lady was like, it made me cry when she was in the hospital because, I had lost my daughter um, as an infant, and dealing with that, and she just bonded with that scene so much, and it was just like, those different things like that. um those are the most rewarding, beyond money and fame or what have you. Just being able to touch different people on certain levels that they have gotten from your work. Just think, that's just a thought that you had in your head, and then you gave it to somebody to just say, and you put it on film, but now it's touching them, and touching different ones, inspiring them, or giving them the strength to keep going. So I've got those inboxes, and that's what keeps me going. A lot of people think, oh, it's just keep going, and yeah, I enjoy the process or whatever. But those kind of messages and DMs that I get from people that a lot of people don't even know, they're not saying publicly. They're saying how they felt when they watch my work. Though that's what um, is rewarding to me.
Ah, that is beautiful. I absolutely love that. And I actually have the same, hopes that, my work is able to, my podcast is able to, connect with people and everything. So um, I love that. Absolutely love that. And I think that's
Yeah.
honestly that can be rewarding for, for rewarding for me too. So yeah.
Yeah, and it is. We put our work, that's from our heart out to people, because we're that's coming directly from us, and uh so so we never know who we're touching in a way. You have all your work out there. Like, I went back and listened to all your podcasts, and so it was just like, it was encouraging, listening to so many people, talented people that are, putting their work out there, and even you inspiring people to keep going in their craft. Those things are inspiring to me. So I wanted to say that you are touching people. And if you haven't heard it yet, I'm letting you know.
Well, thank you. That means a lot to me. It really does. It really does, because that's definitely what I hope, to do. And when I hear that, that's just awesome. That means I am doing, the message that I'm putting out there is getting through, and that to me is the best thing. So thank you so much.
Yeah,
That means a
no
lot for
problem.
sure, for sure. Mr. Witherspoon, you have been nothing but an absolute pleasure to speak with. I am very honored that you came on my show. I'm super excited about your upcoming projects, and I cannot wait to see how much more further you go as a director, what kind of more projects you bring out, and just how far you continue to go. So, and I appreciate you for being here and speaking with me, and definitely opening yourself up to my audience. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for having me. And we're always trying to keep people inspired. So always surround ourselves with people that know more than us, and let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing this thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. 2021 is just the tip of the iceberg. 2022, that's where the real work comes in. That's when the real success comes in. So,
Yes,
I
yeah.
for sure agree with that. But I do appreciate you being on my show. I do appreciate everyone for listening in. Of course, you guys know I have been your host of the Moses, Miss J. Always bringing you guys another great episode of the J Lounge. I've always bringing you guys another great guest. Like I said, Demetrius Witherspoon, he's been just absolute fantastic. So as I said before earlier, make sure you guys go out and support him, follow him on all social media, and just keep checking out for more of his work. Definitely the director to watch out for, especially in 2022 as it comes up. So, but we've come to the end of our show. I appreciate everyone for listening in. I want to thank my guests one last time, and I want to thank everyone listening in one last time. Until then, of course, I am Miss J. I will be back with another great episode soon. Everyone, you guys have a beautiful day. Bye.